Hey, Cookies here. This is a quick run through of my top 5 Weakauras that I've been using since week 1 of Dragonflight. So starting off, we have the Dragon Isles Rares tracker. I'm going to start using this pretty much this week. I haven't really done any rare farming yet, but I find this extremely useful. It keeps a list of the various rares that drop. They're like this, I think people are calling them the super rares. And it keeps a list of them, tells you which ones you've killed, which ones you haven't killed. It keeps track of other things like weekly events and things that are going on. And it all has custom options for you to track what you want and see the information that you would like to see. So it's super useful this early in the expansion. Definitely pick that up if you plan to do any of this stuff. Next up is the Valdrakken Map Labels Weakora, which this one I will just show in game. So when you open your map in Valdrakken, it'll just give you a list of where things are located. So if I want to go to the auction house, I just fly right over here, and here it is, and so on. So you can just easily find your way around to various things. It also shows various crafters and where those are located. You do have to be careful when you zoom in and out because it will keep the text still, so it's only when the map is fully zoomed out like this. And I think also it has to be small like this if I remember correctly. Yeah, so it also needs to be the minimized version like this, but still super useful for getting around. I love the Weakauras like this. I used one in Shadowlands and it was super useful. Next up is the RaidBuffs Dragonflight Edition by Relo. This is just a simple Weakaura that will show on your screen in game whenever you're missing a buff that's in your party that's available to you. Or it's especially useful if you play buff classes. It's useful either way, but if you play buff classes, definitely pick this up because it will let you know if anyone in your party is missing your buff and can use it. So that's just a simple buff tracker. The next one is Clickable Raid Buffs and Temporary Enchants. This was another one that was in Shadowlands, and now they've updated it for Dragonflight, and it basically just I think I have the old Dragonflight version still up here. I haven't updated it yet, but like up here you can see it has like my weapon, and then it has like 2 oils, and it keeps track of how many oils I have, and it only shows out of combat and out of instances. So once you're actually running a key or doing a raid, it's not going to be in your face or in your screen or anything. But it will keep track of all these various buffs like armor kits, weapon enchants, food buff. Even this one even was tracking trinket buff, like just all kinds of stuff that will just help you with all the temporary enchants that are in the game and stuff that you have to keep up with. And then lastly, my number 5 is going to be Spell CDs on Nameplate, also by Relo. And this shows ability cooldowns and various things that are very important in Mythic Plus on things nameplate. So you'll see this if you watch any of my Healing Out Loud videos that we're going to be doing in the new Dragonflight dungeons. Sorry, my dragon's being really noisy. And it will basically like track when certain enemies can use abilities again. So once they use an ability, they can't use it for a certain amount of time typically, and this keeps track of that so that you know when to expect that ability next. So very handy, especially for Mythic Plus. And that is it. That is my 5 useful Weakauras for week 1 of Dragonflight. I might post another one if I find some more useful Weakauras, maybe for like the raid and stuff next week, or for Mythic Plus we can do another, and I'll just post like 5 or something every week. Maybe we'll keep it consistent, or I'll just update you guys as I find more Weakauras. So hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will also, it's definitely worth mentioning, I will keep an updated list ongoing in my Discord, and as I find useful Weakauras, I add them to that immediately. So if you want an updated list or just to keep up to date on that and to see all the new Weakauras that I'm using or that I find that are really useful, then join the Discord and check that out. All right, see you guys later.